Okay. I should have this fixed on YouTube now. Yay. All right. I'm going to start off getting the motherboard prepped and then getting the CPU in here. Any stickers? Nope. This is a USB cable. Wait, oh god, it's been so long. No, it's SATA. This is a Wi-Fi antenna. I've never used these before. So hopefully that doesn't take too long to figure out. I imagine you just, I guess, screw them on. Right, I'll need those. Directions for when I'm doing the power buttons. Does this come out? Oh, it just pulls the whole thing out. Okay. Hold that like a pizza. Is there anything else? No. Okay, so imagine I'd like to turn these away. Get a finger under here. Then set it on top. That can sit back there for now. Just slide it on out. Feels like it's snagging. Why? Please stop being weird. What are you stuck on, man? What? All right. I guess I do this. Check for any damage under here. Looks good. Now, the CPU, a little dusty, it's been a few days, is a... Oh yeah, I don't have autofocus on. Actually, let me turn that on quick. That'll take like 2 seconds. Camera, properties, configure video, camera control. Autofocus is on. I've got a 9800 X3D. Let's get this in there. has a sticker that needs to be cut. Installation instructions. Not sure those are necessary. So just lift the thing up. Pin 01 indicators are located in the top left corners of the socket and processor. There's a triangle in the top left there, and there's a circle on the CPU. I don't know why it doesn't have a triangle as well, like they usually do. In the images, it doesn't have the back plate on the like bracket here, but that should just pop off on its own. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Now, I just gotta not stress out. Hello, what did that say? Ghost Squad? How are you doing, man? There's a hair on my thumb. They don't really give you a spot to grip this. I guess I could just do this. Don't forget to put the thermal paste on for sure. That's definitely gonna, that should be in the CPU cooler box, or it'll be pre-applied on it. Okay, I shouldn't. Looks good. I should just put this down, and then that should pop off. Unless I've changed that since the last time I built a PC. Oh, there it goes. All right. I should put this in the motherboard box, or let's put it with the other motherboard stuff. Put this in the CPU box. I don't want extras laying around like every other time I've built a PC. I didn't miss anything. Okay. What am I doing next? Do I want to put this in the case, or do I want to put the... I probably want to mount the CPU cooler first. What is the RAM? The RAM is what I could get. I did a 4.5 hour road trip between 2 different Walmarts to get RAM and a SSD. This is a DDR5 6000 megahertz CL36. Okay, let me set this over here. All right, I've got a Liquid Freezer 3 Pro 280 millimeter, which I only learned after getting that I couldn't put it on top of the case. But the case does, this case has like a side bracket that goes on here, which I can put it on there. And the capacity, it is two 16 gigabyte sticks for a total of 32. Okay, looks like there's a box here. What is in this? Okay, thermal paste, a screw driver, fan cables, I think, and a bracket. But does it have AMD installed already? Or is it going to be Intel's? Wait, what is going on here? Is this... Oh. I have to put this on? I didn't know that. Okay, what's in here? I don't know what this is. Probably some other kind of bracket? LGA? Is that for Intel? I think LGA is Intel. I'll come back to that. Okay, it looks like I can just lift this out. Or not. Come on. No, I'm just gonna grab the tubes. Anything else? No. I don't think this came with instructions. Okay. So I need to put this on there. What? Huh? Were there really no instructions? Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this in with the CPU. Okay. What spec? It's got a 9800 X3D and a 5080. Okay, so it looks like there's some contacts in there. Not really focusing. But yeah. Fan ARGB. But do I have to take this pad off of here? Maybe not. I think I just... Please peel off, it says. Okay. So there's contacts here, or pins, that need to connect to this. Wait. Do I put this on the CPU first? Then, okay. So this doesn't go on first because it'll block the screws you need to tighten it onto the motherboard. It's all starting to make sense. Where did this come from? Shit. I'm already getting mixed up. Oh. Alright. What's that symbol you guys have there? Oh. Like a ranking, I guess, for people that chatted the most? Okay, so how do I mount this? It came with these. So that one goes on the left. Man, I have a feeling I'm gonna do this wrong. Hello. There were no instructions. I'm starting to think I need to take these screws out, set this in here. Then I could set this onto the brackets and then tighten it downwards. That's for the fans. For fans. Thermal paste. I don't know why it has this. None of the screws have this type of head. Okay. Dear God. There's really no instructions. I don't want to do it wrong and have my CPU overheat. Quick Google search. Ooh. All right, we got a 3-minute video here. Let's turn that up to 1.5 times speed. Right, he's taking out the screws, like I said. Take out the black part too, okay. He took those out, then put the CPU in. I don't think that matters though. Put the standoffs down, put the brackets on top, put the black screws in. Connector cable. All-in-one cable. I mean, I'd like to use that. That should be this one. Okay, set that over here. Put this. So I need this guy. Yes. Now he had washers, I think. Okay, so that cable plugs in on the side here. Why did they not have instructions? Alright. Let's start doing something before I get too far behind on that video. What? Why is there a screw on my screwdriver? Where did that come from? Wait. You know what? That's from something else, not related to the PC. I just had two random screws sitting on my mouse pad, and then the screwdriver just grabbed one of them. Yeah, I think these need to go to the motherboard case. Is that the Arctic liquid freezer? Yes, it is. It's the Freezer 3, 280 millimeters. And it didn't come with instructions, so I had to look up a video. Oh, maybe that Allen wrench it came with is for these screws holding down the CPU. Okay, now it's time for some of these. Did I have to sell my kidneys for the RAM? No, I did like a 4.5 hour like road trip to go between to 2 different Walmarts. That one of them had SSDs and one of them had RAM. He didn't put anything down before these, so I guess I just set them down here. They're... Whoop. Nothing different inside of them. Mini ITX. It is a micro ATX motherboard because that's what can fit in here. I have a mini ITX motherboard that I accidentally ordered. So then I had to wait 2 extra days to get this motherboard instead because I wanted the extra drive slots. Okay, I thought I only had 3 screws. So I'm gonna have to start a return on that one. Will this be strong enough? Yes. I don't think this is in. Okay, I guess it is in. It's just a very long screw. Hardest thing will be cable management and mounting the cooler. Yeah, most likely, because it's a small case and the cooler is going to be mounted on the side, like the side panel instead of on top. And since it's a small case and I have an ATX power supply, the cables are going to be pretty long, and I'm imagining I'm just going to like stuff them in there. As long as the GPU cable doesn't like have to bend too much, I think I don't really care if it's kind of a jungle in there, because it's like there's no glass panel or anything. So I don't really have to worry about the appearance. But thermal paste under the CPU? You know, maybe you should try that first for me and let me know how it goes. These a little bit snug. I don't want them too much because I'm pretty sure these will like strip the bottom pretty easy. Since there's no backing. Okay, next is... Wait, shit, did I fuck up? I think I might have fucked up. Alright. I'm talking too much. I have to put the brackets under these screws. You know, every time I have to use a screwdriver like this, I start to realize it would have been a good idea to invest in a automatic one. Or an electric screwdriver. This is R. Okay, and I'm assuming it's going to be the right one. Looking at the video, this gets pointed outwards. Fuck. All right. Okie dokie. I think it's just thermal paste and mounting. I also have to do the cable. This should be the all-in-one cable that the video says. They just plug it in there and then like lock it in on the side. Right, so you mount it first before putting the fan on top of it. Alright, so should be this end over here. Whoops, which way does it go in? Like this? Doesn't really look right. This really doesn't look right. Well, that's the same thing. Based on the plugin here, there should be like a groove on the outside, but there isn't. So I guess I'll just try putting it in one of these ways. Wait. Yeah, it goes in this way. Just based on the pin distance. that all the way. There's no click or anything, but I guess it is what it is, and they just have it bent. Like the official Arctic YouTube channel just has it bent upwards and stuffed in here. Holy shit, can I get it in there? Oh, there it goes. I didn't like that sound, but you know, is what it is. Thermal paste time. Now, I've seen videos where this just doesn't really matter the way you do it. I've always done a dot, but I guess I could put a little bit more this time. Oh my god, stop sliding. Just stick to the CPU, man. It's not coming off. What is this stuff? Okay, I can't really do the layout I wanted here, so I'm just gonna put a lot, I guess. How about a little bit more? Maybe like right there. Okay. That's gonna be a fucking mess for whoever opens that up eventually. Which is probably gonna be me. Alrighty. This doesn't really reach. Oh, I don't have my keyboard here. I was about to put it on backwards. Wait, what? So this block, the tubes are going to be here, leaving the top part of the CPU uncovered. Oh wait, no. The part, okay, I'm stupid. It was the bracket. They're both silver. Okay, since the tubes are going to be here, that'll block the SSD mount, so I should put that on first. I got this, a WD Black SN850X, which are 2 terabytes, which as far as I understand is like completely nutty online right now in terms of price, but I got it in store at Walmart, which was like an hour 40 drive from my house. And then, though, as far as I understand, even the price in store is still a bit high. But it is what it is. It's just gonna get worse, so... Or at least I'm betting on it getting worse. So I decided to just do it now instead of waiting. I don't need this. I don't think. Okay. So move this to the side. That there. Bring this a bit closer. That's too big. Dog, can you... There. Thank you. Oh, is this not use screws? This motherboard? This one doesn't. It's got like one of the turny things. And this one down here, I don't see anything for that one. I don't see, oh wait, it probably goes, okay, it goes this way. That also just has the turning thing. Alright, I'm assuming I have to peel these. So let's do that. Oh, there's also something to peel off here. Alright, there's that. How do I reach this with my big beef fingers? Screwdriver. Actually, I can just put that in the garbage. You've got the same AIO? As far as I understand, it's a really good one. It's crazy how small these things have gotten. Should just... Okay, let me see. How does this work exactly? I'm assuming it goes on like this. And then I turn it the other way. Okay, that should be in. Fuck, it's too small. I can't reach. SSD installed. How the hell did these go together? Like this? Like that? Where's the box? Over here. Wait, SSD's not complete yet. Is this my first build? It is not. I've got a server PC over in my closet that was my first build like 7 or 8 years ago. That has a 8700K or an i7 8700K and a 1080 Ti in it. But I tried selling it a few years ago, but I didn't get any biters on it, and I wasn't willing to go any lower on it. So I decided to just use it as a server PC. And then I had another PC I built that I sold. And then I have my current one now that I think I'm going to try and sell to a friend. Oh, that's the wrong screwdriver. And then I'm thinking I wanted a PC like case and stuff that I wouldn't want to replace anymore with something different. And I think this might be the one. So maybe I'll save up money for until the next like the new CPUs and GPUs come out. And instead of making a whole new PC, I could just Well, as long as they're decent and not like a wasted launch, I could get new CPU and GPU and then sell my current ones to make up the cost. Oh god. Where's the screw hole? No. Come out. There we go. What's the specs? I've got a shit. It looks like the right spot. A 9800 X3D CPU and a RTX 5080. This screwdriver's shit. Like too pointed, so it doesn't actually hook stuff. Okay, I don't think there's RAM. I should put the RAM on first before I do the CPU cooler. We got some DDR5, 6000 hertz, CL36, like latency. I should really take the RAM out of my current PC instead. But I wouldn't be able to stream if I did that. Should I cut this? I don't want to. Oh no. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I caught it. Does it have any markings here? Which ones it should be? It should just be 1 and 3, right? Now this is why I have the motherboard manual. Let's find the RAM. Oh no. Why is it not just a book? Okay, there's a picture for installing memory modules, but it doesn't say. God damn it. It doesn't say which ones. That's nice. Okay. Should be a diagram on the motherboard. You are correct. A2 and B2. Whoa. Chat is coming in clutch. This hole should be off center, right? Yeah. You can't really put it in wrong. What CPU is that? That is a 9800 X3D. Okay. Put this back in here. Okay. If RAM comes down in price again, I might buy some new ones. So I'll have to remember to cut the tape so it doesn't fly everywhere when I rip it open like a gorilla. I don't think there's anything else I could set up here before I put this on. Okay. So, oh wait, I should move some stuff out of the way though. I'm getting a bit cluttered. Now these are the motherboard. Yeah, it's 32 gigs. It was $250 over at Walmart. It was in store. They had it for like 360 in store, but in the app, like at their store location specifically, it said 250. So I got them to price match it. But that kind of sucks for me because if they price match it, they don't let you use your like associate discount. So I should have just bought it online where it would have applied and then gone to their like pickup location. I would have saved an extra $25 on that. Okay, these are motherboard stuff. I should put them with the motherboard stuff. I guess it's down here. Okay. I'm thinking, oh, that's probably fine. I feel like this would be the best angle for this. It shouldn't be bad. Just get it centered, get the screwdriver, and plop it down there. Wait a minute. That was a close one. Am I doing something wrong? Oh god, it's sliding. Something's not right. Uh-oh. Okay. I may or may not have put the brackets in upside down. You know what? It's your guys' fault. Fine. So, see, my issue is that the screws wouldn't reach even though I was pushing down on the cooler. That is because this is how I had it. See, it's flat. Put it upside down. Wait. It the like screw hole sits up higher. And you know, this is making sense because when I was putting it on, when I'd set it here, it would just fall off. Now when I set it the correct way, it actually sits there. So I don't have to hold it to put the screw in. Hello there, Sir King. Building a micro ATX PC? Absolutely. I am getting tired of the really big ones. They take up so much space. Shit. Whoop. Right, this should go on like this. Oh no. What specs? There's a 9800 X3D and a 5080. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Roman Hills. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, if this doesn't reach this time, I'm gonna be upset. Well, I heard metal hit metal. All right. Is that on there? It's not. Son of a bitch. Now that's in there. Now this one isn't. I'm trying not to drop it. Alright, I think they're both like actually going down now when I turn them. Is there like a limit to how much I should do this? Is it gonna stop me? No, I think that's stopping me there. I'm gonna say that that's on there good enough. And I guess my CPU temps will tell me if it is or not. Getting this in there's gonna be a problem. Okay, where's the CPU pin that won't annoy me when I'm trying to boot it? CPU fan 1? I'm gonna assume that's the only one I should do. This should control my fans as well. That's nice. Is there like a better way I could sort this? Let me just maybe do something like this instead. You know what? I should put that big block on there. I did remember the thermal paste, but I did almost forget to take the piece of plastic off of the AIO. I guess it's magnetic? Wait, how does this go in here? Oh no. What? Their damn plugin right here is blocking their block. Not a very good design, but I guess I'll just have to push it away. This should just go down, right? I think that's on there. Let's take a look at the video. Fucking guy just plunk, puts it right on. Okay, let me just check the other side. You know, not everything's gonna be perfect. I'm just gonna assume that's on there. Had the same radiator. Did yours come with instructions? Because mine did not. I had to find a damn YouTube video to make it work. Time to put this in the case. I could put this into the power supply area. Let's look at these incredibly detailed motherboard instructions to see if I'm supposed, or wait, no. If I'm supposed to put something like on the standoffs first, which I don't think I should. I don't know why it has like the IO shield in here when it doesn't come with that. It's already installed or pre-applied. Okay. The picture book did not tell me anything. I'm assuming will that stretch? That's gonna be a problem. This is the time when a third hand would be nice. Hold this up. I can't even just grab this to lift it because that'll slide off. Okay, you're gonna stand up here like this, and you're not gonna fall. That's gonna fall. Hey. I need a flashlight. It looks like I absolutely nailed it. You just got here, you like the build? Thank you. Now, are these screws, okay, these should be in the case box. Those are not it, those are way too big. Okay, so case doesn't come in with instructions, but I'm assuming the QR codes on there would tell me which screws are which. How does this close? Not like that. These are too big. screws do I need? Like 9? Two and a half inch hard drive screw? I didn't know I could put those in here. Oh wait, it'd go like right here. Good to know if the prices ever drop. That's not it. That's not it. Those are case screws. 3.5 inch hard drives. Okay. Here we go. I put the specs in the description. I could. I'm not gonna do all of them, but wait, can I? I do not have that page pulled up. So I'm gonna put the screws in, and then I could do that. There's 2. There's 6. Seven. Whoops. What's the PC made for? Pretty much just gaming. I'd really like to have a second PC, like a cheap one, to handle streaming, but with the current prices right now, I don't think I'll be able to do that for a long time. Is it for Fortnite? Man, I have not played Fortnite in years. But it's mostly for like the newest releases for like single player games, since those are getting pretty demanding lately. I wanted a PC that I could get like high frame rates with without having to use like frame gen and stuff, because those make it look pretty pixelated on some games, which really detracts from the experience for me. So a game I'm currently playing is Nioh 1, because I kind of got surprised when Nioh 3 was coming out so soon, and I still had 1 and 2 on the backlog to play. I've been playing that. That doesn't require a better PC at all. That's like locked at, I mean, it's locked at 60. As you know, Japanese game devs like to do that for some reason. Tie the physics to the frame rate and then lock you at 60. But shit. I wanted to play that and 2 before I get to 3, but then I saw there's a few more games coming out this year that I want to play, so I'd like to finish 1. And then I guess the first, like, god damn it, that screw is crooked, and I can't really get it straight because of the case. But yeah, FrameGen is getting better. But there's some games specifically where it just does not, it bothers me. I might just not put that screw in. Or correctly, at least. Oh no, this one's gonna be crooked too. Hold on. This one might be able to work, even though the heads on this are bad. I think I'm missing a screw. Oh no, it's right there. It looks like the motherboard only takes 8 instead of 9. Okay, this doesn't sit in there. Shit. Does it really not? Okay, it is magnetic. Slightly. Yeah, I don't play Fortnite or Roblox. But as I was saying, I heard Death Stranding 2 is coming to PC in March. And I still haven't did a full playthrough of the first one. What specs do I got? I've got a 9800 XVD CPU and a RTX 5080. I'm not seeing another hole. It looks like it only takes 8. I was able to get some stuff with a discount, so that was nice. I could set this here. I don't have any case fans. I do have some fans over there, but I think those are 140s. Let me... Good lord, this is dusty. That fits. But, oh, right, this is... That's off of a CPU cooler, so it won't... Dang cord won't reach. I think those are off of my current case's CPU cooler. You just squeezed in all the cables and pushed the backplate on top? Well, don't worry, man. I still have to put the power supply in here. And it's not going to be pretty. I think power supply is going to be last. No, not power supply, graphics card. Okay, next, I think it's power supply. And then, actually, no. The radiator is going to be last because that's a plate that like sits here. Because it's too big to... Is it too big to fit on top? Wait. Did they lie to me? What am I going to use it for? Pretty much just gaming. I might stream or something if I feel like it doesn't hurt performance too much. Okay, this is a 140. Those are 140s. This lines up, does it not? It does. Wait. It could be a RAM clearance issue. AM5 in this economy? Yeah, I was able to get RAM and SSDs for like a lot better than it is online. I go into two different Walmarts on a like 400 or a 4-hour road trip. But it was $20 in gas, so I saved a few $100s on that. Hmm. Do I have my tape measure? Let me check. Alright. I have no idea what I did with my tape measure. I can't check if this will clear the RAM here. But I guess I could just check that later. Shit. Oh wait, that's right here. Okay, I think I'm gonna put the power supply in now. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I have to plug in the case stuff first. I also only have like an hour and a half left before I have to go to work. HD audio is over there. And it plugs in like this. Okay, what's next? This is USB, isn't it? USB-C even, I think? This has a specific way it goes in. How do I tell? Is there any lag when you're gaming? Not really. Oh, okay, you guys are talking to yourselves about GeForce Now. Alright. I did not read everything. Okay, which way does this go in? That's thick, that's thin. Okay. Goes in like this. There's nowhere I can really put this where it won't be in the way. Except, I guess I could do something like this. bend it down and put it under the power supply shroud. It has a thick cable. It does not want to bend. F panel. I'm assuming this is for... Yeah, this is like for the power button. I'm glad they're doing this like all-in-one keys now, or plugins. I just realized I was not paying attention to the camera. I could move this closer. I'm glad they're doing these things now for the power button instead of having individual cables. It makes it so much easier. I guess that's in. Didn't really feel like it. This is USB, isn't it? There's two spots for it, but I think I'd rather it be on the bottom. Is there a different spot I could put the USB-C? Sure it's not the audio or USB port cable? Yeah, I think I got it in the right spot. Yeah, the USB cable on top on the bottom here just holds everything else to the bottom. If somebody wanted to put fans down here, how would they do it with the cables? Oh, they must have a shorter motherboard, a mini ITX instead of a micro ATX. Okay. I don't like this cable. Oh, it sticks up. But there's not really... I'm not really seeing a better way I could do it. So... that's how it's gonna be. Okay, I think it's power supply time. Got a Lian Li Edge 1000 watt gold efficiency. Wait, USB through headers, sometimes along edge of motherboard. Yeah, these are the same thing. They have the same name marked by them. Howdy, good sir. How knowledgeable are you with PCs? I am not super knowledgeable. Like the guy that just came in on YouTube for 25 years has been building PCs. shit, I'm getting disorganized. This happens every time. This is the fourth PC I've built. And I pretty much know how to put them together for the most part, unless you get into like CPU cooler brackets, then I get confused. But troubleshooting them is not something I would say I'm good at. Okay, what are these? I don't need those. Alright. Now, with this smaller case, I decided to get this power supply where it's like this, because I believe I'd have an easier time with the cable management, as it'd be in there like that. What the hell? And then it has this thing. Oh, that doesn't just open. These are like fan headers and stuff. I don't really know how this works, so I think I'll just set it on there, and then maybe I'll find out in the future. It looks like it has a clip on here, like a guard or something. Why? That's just something I'm gonna have to hold on to. Whatever. Magnetic. It has a clip on. Just push it in, right? I can just put this in the box. I won't forget it that way. Okay. I'm thinking I'll plug in the cables first. CPU, motherboard, and then get the whatchamacallit, 12 something something power cable for the GPU. Is that a Lian Li case? It is. It's the Lian Li A3 something something. The A3 should be like the biggest identifier if you want to look it up. What the hell? Okay. I have to open this. What AIO is that? That is the Arctic Liquid Freezer 3 Pro, and then this is the 280 millimeter. Alright, I don't know why I'm untying that. I don't need it yet. What? Okay, so the power supply came with USB cables. I don't really understand. ASRock likes to burn CPU if you don't update your motherboard. I am planning to update it once I get home from work. So I'm gonna have to leave in like an hour 20. Okay, I don't need this. Okay. Here's this thing for the GPU. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that does not burn out ever. And motherboards don't really, or motherboard manufacturers don't always update their BIOS before they ship them out. So you should always like update it yourself when you get them. Because the past few years, a lot of motherboards have had like disastrous problems for CPUs. The power supply, it's a 1000-watt gold efficiency. Which 5080 did I get? It is PNY. Which, it was the cheapest one I could get. Like the next one after this one was like $100 more. So I just went for this one. Alright, here's the motherboard cable. Let's get this in. And then the CPU is a 4 and then a 2. Some power supplies don't differentiate between like CPU cables and PCIe cables. Okay, so this end goes in the motherboard. I put it in the power supply first. Nah, I made my plan. Should just go in like this. Oh. It's like a cable manager. All right. Next, I need a CPU cable. So that's 4 and a 3. This says CPU, but it doesn't have the extra bit. I need this, and then I need another like half of 50% more. This is the same thing. Do you have one with a splitter? Do these split? I mean, it's looking like I won't be able to totally fill the CPU slot. Like, it's literally not possible. Let's just double check. Okay. As far as I understand, you don't actually have to fill all of those anyways. It is a 9800 X3D and a RTX 5080. Guys, if every PNY GPU burned out after a few months, they would not be in business. These are going in easy. Okay. Right. Shit. Okay, they're right here. Uh-oh. Find these power supply screws now. Hard drive. Hard drive. Motherboard. Power supply standoffs? I don't need those, do I? Set that aside. Anti-vibration rings. That should be for your 5090 fried because it was seating all the way, or wasn't seating all the way. A lot of like 5090s die, even if they are seated all the way. Here we go. Like, just because of how NVIDIA did the power supply, or the power cable. Like, I'm not super knowledgeable about it, but from what I understand, they don't, like, check if they're taking too much load. So they don't shut off when they're taking too much, and then they end up burning. Okay, let me check. Can I get a screwdriver in here? This is gonna be fun. I can already tell. Yeah, I've heard like somebody made a third party like connector to a oh shit. To a watch for that, but I feel like I would be fine with a 5080. Also, I didn't want to pay even more money. Okay, this is a problem. How am I gonna get my screws tight? It doesn't look like you can take this top off. Or if I can, it wouldn't be easy. I can't reach the screws. Wait. Does the cage come out? I feel like that's the only logical explanation here. Please tell me this just pops off. Good. There's a screw there, screw there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, don't lose this. Alright. How does it slide up? Okay. Now I can put the power supply in. Cool. I see, you can move it to a different position. In which case, I will raise it upwards. Oh shit. I forgot I had to slide it in. Okay, why is the bottom not going in? What is the problem here? It's like hitting, but it's not going in. Frustrating? It looks like it's not like pushed out as far. This would be a lot easier if it was standing up, but I can't really do that. I need a flashlight. Shit. Okay, I'm starting to see. Okay, I figured it out. Alright, I can put the screws in. Need fan out the back. Nah, it. See, this is a Leonly Edge power supply. where you can see the white here. This is where the connectors go in like this. If I flip it around, I won't be able to plug in the cables. So it would be better if the fan was out the back, but I can't really do that in this, like with this case setup. Oh shit, I don't want to scratch that. Okay, plug the cables in. I think, yeah, I could get this in here now. Oh shit, what have I done? This is my first time having to plug in like a power supply cable from the case. So I didn't realize I had to plug that in first before I slide it up. What? Why would they do this? This makes sense. But if I put it in like this, it doesn't work. Okay, now I'm seeing. Yeah, so I guess normal power supplies would be flipped the other way. This is problem. I'm just gonna take it out, plug it in, and then stuff it in there. I just want to check if that switch is on or off. If the circle is down, that means it's off, right? Yes. Circle pushed down means it's off. But can I reach it? Now I can't get it in. Shit, my fingers are too sweaty now. Problems. I can grip it with my shirt, probably. Okay, I wanted to put it on the top slot. I don't think that's gonna work because I can't get the cable in then. But I have to plug it in like this. It's in. And can I get it to the top? Or is that going to be too much? You know what? I don't need it up top. Let's not force it to. Okay, before I screw that in again, will it being down there lock the GPU? Oh, that's ripping. I see. I see. It has to go up top. So that cable is just gonna have to deal with it. Come on, you're so close. That was close. Oh my god. I have to push this back and up. So if that one's in, then it's the bottom one that's a problem. Ouch. Shouldn't be that far off. There it is. Now I can slide it down. Okay. What power supply is that? It is a Lianli Edge, which their edge line is the ones that have the connectors at like a 90-degree angle. And then it's a 1,000-watt gold efficiency. They do have platinums, but they're a bit more money, and they would take a lot longer to get here. Okay, time to plug in the cables. That says CPU and PCIe. I'm now realizing I don't want this thing here if I'm not going to use it. It's in the way. Then I'll do the big one. And these are plugging in real easy. I hope they're able to be unplugged real easy, because that's like the biggest problem I always have with power supply cables. What? With GPU and CPU, it's a 9800 X3D and a RTX 5080. This is not going to be pretty, and I don't really care because it's not going to be visible inside anyways. North Scorpion, I have like 49 minutes before I have to go to work. I don't have time with the cables. Oh shit. That's tough to plug in. Good lord. I didn't hear a click, but it's all the way in. Okay, that's in. Alright. Alright. Let me just... Yeah, I made the USB tool for the Windows 11 install, but I'm gonna have to do that when I get home. Okay, this will be hard to get in there with that like wall outlet plug. Oh, I could just unhook that from here. I just want to see if this will fit, because it says it won't, the 280s. And the problems are, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm not going to waste time on that. Yeah, those are blue pins on the GPU cable. Great, I guess I put the GPU in now. I'm assuming I need the top two. Excited about this. This is pretty big. I thought the 5000 series were like smaller. Could be misinformed on that though. Okay, I need to get this plastic off. There's a tag. Shit, that's not the whole thing. Is there like an end over here I can do? Yeah, I might mess with the cables before I install Windows later. Oop. Do I need to take out 2 or 3? I think I need 3. Yeah. What GPU? It's a RTX 5080. Check that they're straight. Are you talking on the PCIe slot or the plugin? Where's the plugin? Oh, it's right there. I mean, they look good to me on there. And looks good for the power supply plugin too. I like these if they were like out of my way. Imagine I drop it right now. Something's snagging. What is it? Oh, it's probably this cable right over the fucking GPU plugin. I need to go left, but something's holding me up. Oh. I'm getting stuck with these. Yeah, I checked in the connectors where the power supply plugs in, and it looked alright to me. There's space in there. Okay. Let's try this again. Like, just not going in there though. Whoops. God damn it, man. Just go in. You know what? This is why I did this on live stream. The damn DisplayPort plugin was blocking it. Get that settled in now. The other ones don't matter. Do I just need to push down now? Because even with that being taken out, still not perfect. I can't see shit in there. Yeah, when I push it down slightly, the back of the case is bulging out, even though there's like nothing there. It's kind of stuck now. I'm just like, why? These tags on the end getting stuck on the motherboard? No, it looks like they're in. The PCIe plastic? You mean the part that goes in the motherboard? Yeah, I took that off. What was that? I don't know what was stuck, but I heard a bang when I let go of it. And now it's got wiggle room. You know what? Okay. It was like stuck on something. I let go. Then it just like popped. And then suddenly I could move it again. Wait, did I hear it click? I mean, it's tilting upwards. It should be in. Now some good, more good cable management here. Just gonna stuff that in. I could move it after. Hmm? That's the correct way. I... Bro, what are you talking about with the pins? Like... Alright. He's just trolling. Okay, it clicked. Dude. I don't know. Do they make like what are they called? I can't remember the name. Something to grip onto here without it breaking. Because I can't fit my thumb in there. If I want to take this cable out, it's like just not happening. Alright, let's just check it's all the way in. That side's good. That side's good. Mounting this is the last step. And it's not fit up there. I need... this. Okay, this goes up here. Yeah. All my cables are plugged in all the way. My only real worries right now is that this block on top of the CPU cooler didn't latch down all the way. There's no like latch, it's just you push down and there's magnets. And then if this is fully seated or not, which I believe it should be. Why does this have screws on the bottom? I don't know why. Should just latch here, here, and then screw up here. Yeah, the fans are gonna get messed up from the cables. Not great. Ooh. I don't want to bend this too much. I'm pretty sure it'll seat like right above here, so if I could like do this. This is the thing that sucks about small cases. And the motherboard cable especially is bad. I gotta figure this out. Can I bend this over more? Be nice if I could like loop it like this and then have it go under, but or if I could just like jam it under. Zip ties. Probably a good idea, but I need something to zip tie it to. Like I need it in a good spot first. Like if I just jam it like this, but then how do I get it to hold there? Is my issue. This is one of those good enough, I'll perfect it later kind of things. Yeah. Okay, so is this gonna go on? How's this gonna go on? It's going on like that. It's going on like that. Doot, doot, like this. Please don't fall over. Oh, the rad. It goes onto this bracket. See, I got a 280 millimeter, which I realized wouldn't. It like says it won't fit up top, but I found out it will fit. The problem is that it's so thick, it'll like hit the RAM and the like, what is that called? The I/O or something. So you can put it on this thing. All right. Now I gotta find the screws. Not you. What were these? Uh. Oh, these were okay. These were for the GPU bracket. Actually, doesn't the cooler come with the screws? Flathead fan screw? Does the radiator take this? No. The radiator takes a different screw from the fans. This is not my first build. This is like my fourth, but it's always been like 2 years between them, so I do forget a lot. God damn it, that was a waste of time. Where are the screws that came with the radiator? Where's that box at anyway? Right here? Fuck. Shit. Here we go. Wait, it does just take the flat screws, doesn't it? Actually, I could try one, see if it works. Which, I'll just leave them in there if I don't need them. Let's use the case ones instead. Son of a gun. No idea where those went. Yeah, shortening the cables would have been nice. I probably should have gotten an SFX power supply instead of an ATX. But I thought it would be a lot easier than it was. Okay, these have two different types of screws. I just only saw one. I'm not going to tighten. Those are too long. And I think these are too big. Yeah. God damn it. Hey, There are screws. I need screws. I'm checking my other case. Yeah, those are different screws that I'm seeing in here. Okay. It's gotta be these. If it's not these, then I don't know what it is. I think they're too long, though. Better. Don't tighten them all the way in case I need to slide the rad over. You know, earlier, my screwdriver grabbed a screw that was sitting on my mouse pad. I was like, what? Why do I have two screws on my mouse pad? And now that I'm holding this bracket here, I'm realizing those two screws, oh, here they are, were probably the ones I need. Wait, no, they're not. What the fuck? We kind of have a problem where the tubes are hitting the fan. Interesting. Are these the kind that can bend over? I think they are. I think I'll be able to bend this over. Or is it? Or is that the limit? Guys? I'm sorry, but I think this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I need to take a shower and stuff and then go to work. And I'll be back home at like 7 in the morning. and I have to figure out those tubes. When I do, so I'm thinking I'll grab some zip ties and then like just bend them over and like latch them onto the back of the case or something just to hold them down, and then I think that'll be it. So I want to thank everybody for coming through, and there was a few times, like 2 or 3 times, where you guys really saved me a lot of time, because I forgot stuff, and I had a lot of fun doing this, but I'm gonna have to skedaddle and get ready for work. So when's my next stream? I will be on at, it's currently 8:46 p.m. and I'll be on at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Or not 7 a.m., probably more like 8 after I like eat and stuff when I get home. So about say 11 hours from now. If you do want to see it, it'll be on the channel. If you miss it live, the rest of it will be like as a VOD on the channel. But thanks for coming by, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow.